one of the best go home shows for a show that's not going home. That is that is the weirdest shit. I never will fucking understand AEW for this shit. I will never fucking get it. Like this is like the 1900th time they've done this, and it's always the same shit. It's never any fucking different. It's always the same fucking shit. It's always, hey, we're gonna give you a great show that's gonna lead to the pay-per-view, but next week is just a regular show, and then we have the pay-per-view. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this has happened so many fucking times. It's like, why the fuck is the episode before the go home, the real go home episode, the go home episode? Like, I don't fucking get it.
What is even the point?
There's no fucking point. Like, this shit is so fucking ridiculous. It's like, in most of these fucking go home shows, and air quotes, are bangers. And it's like, yo, I can't wait for the pay per view. That's coming up Saturday, right? Nah, it's coming up next Saturday. This Saturday is somebody else's pay per view, not ours. So why you get me hyped up for this? Oh, I don't know. It's like this is what pissed me off. This could have been a regular fucking episode. Then next week you could have hit us with all this shit, and I've been like, yo, I can't wait to Saturday. Now I'm just like, now I can't wait for a week from Saturday. Yay! No, don't do that. This is corny.
And watch the actual go home show be dog shit in comparison.
Yeah. So it started off with Samoa Joe and Hangman in the ring going back and forth. And Joe made a great fucking point. He made a great fucking point. He said that Hangman doesn't have the killer instinct. He said Hangman is missing something. Like you win the title and then you're just the same person. When you're the champion, you got to be on top and you got to have that killer instinct. And you ain't got it. And I was like, you know what? He's right. Because, like, Hangman just won the championship and Hangman's just still Hangman.
I mean, is he right though? Because his feud with Swerve, he damn near killed that man. He had some killer in him.
But that's the thing. He wasn't the champion. Like Joe said, the champion should have the killer instinct. You get the title, you're supposed to have the killer instinct to keep it. But he doesn't. Like, he's just a champion. He doesn't have that killer instinct. Like when you get the title, you're supposed to become a different person. You're supposed to become the guy, and you just a dude. And like I get it. I get what Joe's saying. And I never looked at Hangman that way until Joe said it. Now I'm like, damn, you haven't put that second gear in once you win a title. Because that's what you're usually supposed to do, but it's like, yeah, you haven't. So I agree with Joe on that.
Okay.
And then we had the conglomeration / Paragon cutting a promo. And it just was weird. I don't even know why. It just was weird. Then we had Moxley versus Ishii. And this was a banger. Like, of course it was. And I just saw so many people just like go online like, why was this match booked? I mean, this match was good, but like, why was it booked? Like, it didn't accomplish anything. I'm like, I mean, it was a match. It was a good match. I guess that was the accomplishment because Tony Khan wanted to see it.
That's the only reason.
Yeah. Then we had the Young Bucks in the back trying to talk to Tony Khan to get another money match. Like they was like, hey, can we get one of those $50,000, $100,000 matches, please, please, please? And at first I was like, that doesn't. I was like, oh, it doesn't make sense because like they're broke now and they begging for fucking money. Got it.
Do you think in theory that's actually what happens with these money matches? Because they do them a lot.
To be honest, like I'm glad they actually made a storyline out of these money matches because I've been saying this for a long time. They do these money matches and nothing comes of it. We never see who uses the money, what they use the money for, if they ever got the money. They just win and like, oh, they won this money match. The
Yeah,
Bucks was the only time it was storyline like, hey, they won money and they're broke. Now they have money. Yeah. I'm like, okay. Everyone else is just like, they won this match. What did they do with the money? They won a match. Anything else happen? A match. That's it.
yeah, true.
Then we had the Hurt Locker business versus the Denied, the Damaged, the whatever the fuck the name is, the Desecrated, the I don't know. I don't even know. The Demand. They're called the Demand.
I was gonna
But
say call him the fuck him.
and the Demand came out dressed in street clothes, but but the Hurt Locker business came out in suits. So that was crazy for a street fight. You had the suits versus the street clothes.
Right?
Then we had an interview with the whole entire AEW roster because it was a Don Callis family interview. And that
That's
they were,
too big of a fucking group. Fuck that.
yeah, and it's just dumb. But then we had Jurassic Express in a return match. The Young Bucks was in the audience. Jurassic Express wins, then the Young Bucks beat the shit out of Jurassic Express and said, it's us at Wrestle Dream. And I was like, oh, okay, all right.
It didn't excite me, but whatever.
Yeah, it never will, but that's why I was like, all right, because like I don't like the Young Bucks, so I'm just like, it never just like, all right, whatever.
I'm not a
And
fan of Jurassic Express either, but they're better together.
yeah, I just don't care. Like people are talking about how much this match is going to be a banger. I don't care. Both
Yeah,
parties involved are not exciting to me.
basically.
NWO did a promo, but then we had something that was exciting to me: the Kyle Squared match. And this was a banger again because Kyle can beat Kyle's ass and Kyle could win because Kyle is awesome.
Go decipher that on your own, y'all. I'm not translating.
And then after the match, the Don Callis family came down, and then Mark Briscoe showed up, and Mark Briscoe was like, "Hey, me and you, Kyle Fletcher, for the TNT title." And he's like, "Okay, cool, yeah." And I was like, "That should have been the last pay-per-view match, but okay." That's all I can say is okay.
What is it that you always say? Back asswards?
Yes. So then they did something to drop the ball because like it was right there in their face. They could have did this, and it would have been a nice little callback. They was in Florida. Mercedes wanted to open challenge to get somebody from Florida on the exactly 10-year anniversary of Bayley and Sasha with Izzy. They could have had Izzy out there, and Izzy wrestled this match. Nah, they brought in Lacey Lane, which was Caden Carter in WWE. So she had a match against Mercedes. I mean, she did really good, and Mercedes won, but she did really good.
Regardless of whoever they put against her, Mercedes was winning, so I really didn't care, regardless
Yeah,
who
but
they
like
put in
they
this
could have
match.
did the perfect thing and put Izzy there. Like even if Izzy would have lost, it'd have been like, yeah, it's story continuity.
Yeah, yeah, I see your point. It just, either way.
And then we had Beast Mortos and Sammy talking about Beast Mortos taking on Eddie. And Eddie got mad, and Eddie was like, Sammy, why the fuck is everybody doing shit and you're not the motherfucker doing shit? Like, you just put other motherfuckers in here, you got beef with me, so why the fuck is the whole crew fighting for me? Like, I don't know. I don't even have a word.
He got a point. He's not even the fucking leader of the crew, so how Is he telling them to fight for him?
I have no fucking clue. So then we had the double Jeopardy match, and at this point, I was like, "This is the main event, right?" It wasn't the main event.
Should have been.
It should have been. This match was a banger, and Takeshita and Okada won, so they get a tag team title shot, but there's still beef between Takeshita and Okada, and it looks like it's getting deeper, and they're going to lose the tag team title match, and that's going to be a thing.
I'll laugh if they win though.
I was about to say that. I'd be shocked if they win. So then we get Jet Speed and Willow setting up a match because it's going to be FTR, Big and Main versus Willow and Jet Speed. And I'm just like, okay, I mean, that sounds like a good match.
Yeah.
So then we had Brodito basically apologizing to each other, like, yo, I fucked up, but we're going to keep the tag titles. All right, cool.
Which you
Then we had
let
the main,
lose.
yeah. Then we had the main event. Pop came out in a singlet, and it was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like everybody was so confused.
Shit.
And he fought Orange Cassidy, and they had a cool match. And then Darby interfered, and then Darby just tried to fuck up the MWO. He tried, like, he just did every criminal thing. He had a taser, he had this, and then when he had the fucking Molotov cocktail, that was the point when he was like, nope, nope, we can't do this. We can't do this. No, no, we're not doing this. What?
That
Like, we
that's
get,
where you draw the line.
dude, like, they get right to the last part. It was like, we're gonna use Molotov cocktail. That's it, Darby. You can't do this. It's like, dog, he's done everything else, and this is how we're gonna do this. We're ending it here.
Like you might as well have done it. Fuck it.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. It's like, the fuck, you might as well just keep going. Like, that was bad.
Yep.
But it was like the show was so intense that it was like, man, I can't wait for the fucking show now. But it didn't matter. It didn't fucking matter because next week is just a normal fucking week. And it's just so fucking weird. It's like just a normal fucking week.
A great non go home show that should have been the go home show.
Yeah, and like I'm gonna be mad, but I'm not gonna be mad because I'm gonna be mad because it's like, oh shit, like next week is going to suck. But I know it's going to suck because it's just the way AEW does stuff.
Yep.
So this one, like, all right, fuck it. Like, it's gonna suck, but like, fuck it. It shit happens.
I'm not even gonna be mad myself. It's like, fuck it. You can do that to
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah. So I'm just like, all right, fuck it. So what did have a fucking go home show was Raw. Raw had a go home show, and it started out with the OTC coming out, and I basically blanked out on what the fuck he was talking about. He just was talking shit. Bronson Reed came out, and then Roman started talking shit about Paul. He started talking shit about Bronson, and then they decided to have a Australian street fight. And a lot of people, I swear to God, a lot of people blanked this out until like a day ago. I'm not even joking. A lot of people blinked this out for a long time. Because when they were setting up this Roman versus Bronson Reed, everybody was like, yeah, this is going to be a great match. Like, this is going to be good. And I'm like, they wrestled before 2 months ago.
Yep.
And nobody fucking paid attention to it. And then, like, 2 days ago, everybody was like, wait a minute. They had a match two months ago, a one on one. It wasn't just like a tag match, it was a straight up one on one match. And Roman beat Bronson Reed. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, how did y'all fucking block that out of your mind?
He beat the piss out of him. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So they're gonna have an Australian street fight, and it's good because Bronson Reed gets to wrestle in his hometown because last time they were there, his wife was giving birth, so he missed the show. So now the baby's born, and he gets to go wrestle in front of his hometown.
Congratulations to him.
So then we get Oscar in the back with Adam Pearce, and she's yelling at Pearce and making him make a match for Kari versus Io later. And so Pierce walks off, and Kari walks up and talks to Oscar. She's like, "What's going on?" And she's like, "You're facing Io tonight." And Kari's like, "No, we're family. Please don't make me do this." And Oscar slapped the shit out of Kari and said, "No, no, no. You're doing this, and you're gonna do it tonight." And she goes, "Okay, okay."
He really did hit her too.
Yes. Then we had Becky versus Maxine. And this was way more entertaining than it should have been. It was way more entertaining. And this was really fucking fun. And so something that like everybody pointed out, which I saw too, was Becky kept trying to cheat to win, and Maxine was getting closer and closer to getting the win, and Becky started fucking with the referee. And they went outside, and Becky's beating the shit out of Maxine. The ref is trying to count. She's like, "Come on, get in the ring." And Becky threw Maxine in the ring, and the ref just counts 9-10. It's over, and rings the bell. And Becky just she gets counted out, and Maxine wins. The
Like,
thing that actually
I kind
made
of saw
me
it
mad
coming.
about, huh?
I kind of saw that when coming, like Maxine winning. But I thought it
Yeah,
was gonna be because of AJ.
I I thought it was gonna be somehow, but I would have rather it be a pin. But now
Hmm.
it's a count out, and it's like, oh, I mean, you won by count out, but a pin would have been better.
Yeah.
Like it would have been better. It would have been cool. Like she got a fluke pin. Like Becky was just so cocky. She rolled her up in 1, 2, 3, and it was like, oh my god, that just happened. Like the crowd would have went way more crazy than they did from the count out.
I'm not even sure the fans really cared like that.
No, they cared. They cared. Like a couple times she had her pin, they were going crazy for Maxine.
I know I did.
Oh no, I know you didn't, but like the fans really cared. Like they
No,
gave a
no, I said I did. I did.
oh yeah. So then we had Roman talking to Jay and Jimmy, and he's talking to Jay, and he's like, "Yo, who's up at the top of the hour?" And he's like, "Oh, CM Punk." He's like, "That should be you." He's like, "Yeah, that should be." So Jay walks off, and Jimmy's like, "Dog, I see what you're doing." And Roman's like, "Why not me giving him advice? Like, what's wrong with that?" I'm not gonna lie, I don't give a shit about this fucking bloodline storyline. It makes no
Yeah, it's stupid.
like there's a story there, but like I don't care because like it doesn't make sense. Like no matter which way they go, it's still gonna bother the shit out of me. Like because it's just so stupid. Like it's not even like they jumped the shark because they can tell more story with this. This just isn't the story to tell because you're turning Jay heel. Like this isn't the story to tell. Like that's not it.
Yeah,
Like if you wanted Jay to like topple Roman, you could have did Jay still be a face. He still keeps doing what he's doing, and then he just like goes, "Yo, I'm not feeling happy until I beat Roman." And like the crowd be totally behind Jay, and like you have a split crowd between Jay and Roman, and Jay beats Roman finally. And it's like, oh, okay, great, that's good. You turning him heel and having him like be the little tribal chief is not working for anybody. It's not working.
it's not. I like yours way better with him facing Roman.
Yeah. So then we had Lyra versus Roxanne, which of course they always wrestle great. And this
Yep.
was a great match. And Roxanne got the win. And then at the end, Bayley shows up and Bayley's like, yo, we gotta get them. And at first I was like, what do you mean we gotta get them? Like, what are you gonna do? And you see what happens later. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Why was she pulling Lyra's hair like that?
Because Bayley is just, she's just weird right now.
Lyra was like, "All right, dog, get off me." She didn't say that, but that's pretty much what look on her face.
Yeah. Then we had AJ in the back. He gets confronted by Judgment Day. And then they wind up setting up a six-man with AJ Lee and Penta versus the Judgment Day.
AJ Lee Zero, I guess.
Yep. Yep. So then we get Bayley and Lyra beating the shit out of Roxanne and Raquel in the back, just like whooping their ass. Just whooping their ass to Pierce had to come out and be like, yo, chill the fuck out. And they set up a tag match for next week. So that was fun.
Are they tweeners now? Lyra included?
No. Like Lyra's a face, Bayley is brain broken, and that's it.
Okay.
So then we had Punk, and Punk starts talking, and Punk is talking about wanting the world title. Then LA Knight comes out and says, nah, I want the world title. You lost. I never got pinned. And they're going back and forth. And then Jay comes out, and Jay's like, no, I never got my rematch for losing the world title. Blah, blah, blah. They start beefing. And then Jimmy comes out, and it winds up Jay super kicks LA. And Punk's like, yo, I got no beef with y'all. What the fuck is going on? And he winds up getting to a scrap with Jay. And Jimmy pulls him off. Then Jimmy super kicks Punk. And that sets up a tag match for later.
Don't care. Especially like LA Knight like, and this shit. Like, why is he still in the main event saying like
I
he's a straight mid Carter? Like, fuck that.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you. I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't even fucking tell you. This is crazy. So then we had Io versus Kari. And they're wrestling and they're wrestling. And Io gets her ass beat. Like she gets her ass beat. And
Yep.
like there was no finish to the match. She just gets her ass beat by Kari and Asuka. And people was wondering, where's Rhea? Rhea was in Australia already. So that's why there was no Rhea. So yeah.
I
Then
think
we get
fucking Adam Pierce said that. So I don't know why people were wondering that.
yeah. So then we get Becky and Seth in the back, and she's talking to Seth. Seth is still confused. And then he starts talking to Paul, and he's like, yo, I have to win. And Paul's like, yeah, you have to win. And then Seth's like, what do I do if I don't win? And Paul was like, yo, I picked you to win. And if you lose, I mean, I have to weigh my options. So, yeah, that means Seth is winning.
Yep.
So we get more of Jimmy, Jay, and Roman talking and wanting to be whatever they are. Don't care. And then we get the sixth person with the AJ Lee and Penta versus the Judgment Day, and AJ Lee and Penta win. So yeah, I mean that was a thing. And then we get to the main event, which is CM Punk and LA Knight as a tag team versus Jay and Jimmy, and LA Knight pins Jay. So to me, that basically sets up a three-way between LA Knight, Jay, and CM Punk.
Didn't we just have one?
No, we had a four-way
Oh,
because no, the three-way we did have winded up getting fucked up because of Seth, and it turned into a four-way. So now
Yeah,
they're gonna have the three-way for this.
got you. You're correct. My bad.
So then we had the Invasion show, which was actually okay. It was
Yeah,
actually okay. The first match was, oh my God. It was the Hardys versus Dark State, title for title. And there was so many fuck ups in this match. I was like, Jesus, this is bad. And the Hardys get the win, and the Dudleys was out there. So I was like, Jesus, like, and this, like, I've never seen a match where, like, in the beginning I'm so hyped, and then the first minute it's like, okay, please end this, just end this for everyone's safety, and it's just end this, please. That's what I kept saying. It was like, just end this, please.
as soon as I seen that one botch, like I stopped caring.
Yeah, and it just kept getting worse and worse. And I was like, Jesus. And then we had the Women's Survivor Series TNA versus NXT match. Inspiration, Mara Sade, and Kalani Jordan versus JC Jane, Jada Parker, Sol Ruka, and Lola Rice, with Jordan Grace as the referee. Like, this was fun. This was fun. It wasn't like, oh my God, this is so great. It was fun, and the women did kill it, and it winded up with Soul and JC being the last two on Team NXT, and they beat Kalani. And it looks like there's a little hint of heel in Soul Ruka. Little slight hint.
That is interesting.
Oh, it's definitely interesting. Like, the more and more Soul is around, the more and more people realize that Soul is a thing. And like, they really like Soul. And I mean the people backstage.
Yeah,
So then we had Matt Cardona, which everybody cheered. And Matt Cardona was like, yo, I want to fight Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs busts in the room. Matt Cardona is behind the door. And Josh Briggs is like, I want a match with Matt Cardona. So they set up the match with. We're like, okay, so that's next week.
that was kind of funny. They both wanted to match, and then like Josh didn't realize it.
Yep. So then we had a banger. Ethan Page versus Mustafa Ali. And Ali came out with his old music transformed into his new music.
Yep,
And I honestly would have, if this was me, I would have had Ali win. I would have had him win. But he
100%.
lost, but this match was so goddamn good. I would have had Ali win.
Yep.
But god damn, like this shit was good. Like, I was like, damn, like, and then like once this happened, I was like, hold up, this is two NXT wins to fucking, I don't know, like, I don't think that TNA is gonna get any wins. That's exactly what I was saying. I was like, I don't think TNA is gonna get any wins. So then we had Dr. Wagner, and he's backstage, and Lexus King walks up and starts talking shit to him and say he's gonna beat his ass because he thinks it's Tavion Heights. And then Tavion Heights walks up behind Lexus King and was like, damn, dog, you gonna beat his ass? And he was like, wait, what? That was funny.
Like, how they make this man so fucking dumb?
I don't know, but he's entertaining because he's so fucking stupid.
Yes.
So then we had a backstage with Soul and Blake. And Soul, I mean, Blake wants Soul's title, but then Zarya's like, nah, dog, like, you can't just run up here and do this. So Blake says, okay, well, then it's me and you next week because I'm going to get the title. And Blake tweeted something because she was replying to Soul and Zarya. And it's just how much I love Blake because fucking Zarya has a Soul picking her up, and Blake goes, I would like to have Soul on me. I'm like, okay, dude. Okay, dude. Only Blake can say some outrageous shit like that.
She got it from her mama.
Then we had the men's main event, which was the men's four-way. I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes down. Let's see how this happens. And I I was actually shocked. I was actually shocked, especially the way that everything went down. I was shocked. So Miles Bourne was the first one out. Like in 5 seconds, he was dead. So yeah, that didn't count. So it just was Javon, Trick, and Ricky, and they're going. And then somebody from TNA gets eliminated. And then Javon gets eliminated. Then Leon Slater gets eliminated. So now it's just between Trick, Ricky, Santana, and Moose. And Trick says, fuck you, Ricky, and leaves. So Ricky's in there all by himself, and it looked like Ricky's about to do it. Looked like Ricky's about to do it, but nope. Santana gets the win. So now Santana and the team win. So it's tied 2-2. The score is tied 2-2 because the Hardys won and the men's team won, which I didn't see. I did not see the men's team winning.
Me
I
neither.
was actually shocked. Okay.
Yeah, me
And
neither.
oh, okay. So then we have Ava talking to Santino, which like this literally there was no reason for this because it was really stupid. It's not like, oh my God, like, hey, we did great. This was awesome. Fucking Ava goes, well, I need some people for the match because JC needs a challenger, but like we don't really have nobody ready. So, if you could send some TNA women in a battle royal next week, that would be cool. And Santino goes, oh, okay. I'm like, well, what? Why the fuck did we have to see that? Like, you could have just shook hands and said, "Yo, this was a great night. Yeah, this was a great night. Boom, that's it." Why do we have to do this whole fucking thing? Why do we have to do this whole thing?
I
Like,
said to myself, I'm like, wait, you don't have enough people. What the fuck?
it just was weird. Like, that could have been a Twitter post. Like, none of like none of that made sense. I was like, what is the fucking point?
Was none.
Like, this shit was just baffling. Like, this shit was mind-blowingly baffling. So, I mean, that's that. And so I don't really have the TNA card in front of me, but there's like only a few matches that I actually care about.
I got it in front of
So,
me.
okay, well, go ahead, run down the card,
All right,
and we can do our
so
prediction.
we have Leon Slater versus Javon Evans for the X Division title. I know you're excited for this one. So which one?
I'm going with Javon Evans on this one.
Same. In the rematch, we have the Inspiration versus the Elegance brand.
Inspiration. I'm just going with them.
Same. Um, I really don't have anybody for this one, but it's the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. Guys and girls are in this match and whatever, it's 20 people. It's the one where you win the trophy and you could face any champion you want.
Ooh, I got it. I got it.
Hmm.
Somebody from NXT.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with you. Tessa Blanchard versus Gia Miller.
I think Gia Miller should win.
Hmm.
Like, I think she should win because like Tessa's been treating her like shit, so I think Gia should win.
Yes, I agree. The System versus the Order 4. All of them. And
Okay, I
it's
go with the
Moose,
order.
Alicia Edwards, Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, JDC versus Mustafa Ali, Tasha Steele, Special Agent Zero. This is why I'm reading their names out, because who the fuck is this guy? Jason Hodge and John Skyler, the great hands.
I'm going with the System of a Down.
You know what? I'm gonna go the opposite way in this one. I'm gonna go with the Order 4 because that dude's
Okay.
kind of big.
Okay.
Um, Kalani Jordan versus Indy Hartwell for the Knockouts title.
Oh, Kalani's still keeping the title.
Yes. Um, the Hardy Boys versus Team 3D slash the Dudley Boys for the TNA and apparently the NXT Tag Team titles, both.
Okay,
Table match.
this is gonna sound weird. This is gonna
Uh-huh.
sound weird because the
Mhm.
Hardys are the active ones. I want the Dudleys to win because that means Dudleys will have every tag team titles except for the AEW tag titles.
Yes, I agree with that. And also, there was like a promo they did a few weeks ago. I just watched it today. The reason this match is going is because Team 3D are pissed because the first ever table match, the
Hmm.
Hardys won. So they kind of want the win back. So it would be full circle if the Dudleys win or Team 3D, whatever. So I agree with you.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. Okay. So then we have the TNA champion Trick Williams versus Mike Santana for the title.
Oh, Mike, like if Mike Santana doesn't win, I'm going to riot. I'm going to fucking riot.
I'm going with you because, like, shit, this is Mike's time.
Yeah, if he doesn't win, I'm gonna fucking riot.
Yes. So we both say Mike Santana. Okay.
Yeah, like that's the thing.
hmm
So
There's one more match though that was added. I don't know because like I'm reading this off of Wikipedia, and I'm reading the order, so I don't know if this is the main event or not, which would be weird.
it's
Frankie
not the main event.
Kazarian versus Steve Macklin in a rematch for the international championship.
Yeah, no, that's not the main event, and that is definitely gonna Frankie Kazarian is gonna cheat and he's gonna win, and
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
Frankie thing. Yeah,
Yes.
that makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
So that leads us to Crown Jewel in Australia.
Yes.
And we have the Australian street fight with Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. Who do you have in this match?
I'm gonna say Roman. However, I have a question about this match. They keep saying
Mhm.
Bronson is famous for this match.
No, he's
I don't
not.
remember that. Okay,
He's
thank you.
not. They just made that shit up. They just made it to like make you think this was a thing. He's not.
Okay.
That's not what he's famous for.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm going with Bronson in this one, to be
Okay.
honest.
You know what? I'm changing my mind because Roman won the last one. So
Yeah.
yeah, that would they'd be 1-1. Then they have one more match to squash this shit finally.
Hmm. So then we have the women's tag match, which is the Kabuki Warriors versus Rio.
That's what we're calling them for real.
No, I'm just giving them a name.
I guess Rio.
Yeah, because they're down south and that's the thing.
Yes.
And then we have AJ Styles versus John Cena for the last time.
John Cena, because he got destroyed his last match before this. So
Yeah, I'm going with John.
yeah.
But they're gonna have a fun match.
Yes.
So for the women's crown jewel match, it's going to be Stephanie Vaquer versus Tiffany Stratton. Who do you have in this one?
Stephanie.
Same. Then we have the main event, and it's Cody versus Seth fucking Rollins. Who do you have in this one?
Due to what happened on Raw, Seth.
Yes. Now,
That
I listen, I don't know if Seth is gonna have like a new member of the team, or is this gonna be Seth is just gonna pull us out somehow. Like, but that would be a shocking thing if they had a new member just show up in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because we already know where Cody's going after this Survivor Series, we're getting Cody versus Randy.
Yes.
So that's going to be a big deal. Seth probably is going to wind up getting stuck in a cage with a bunch of people on Raw with versus CM Punk, the Usos, LA Knight, and one more person, probably Roman. It's probably Roman. It's going to be the other person versus whoever the fourth person is in the Vision and Brock Lesnar.
Got you. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's probably how that's going to wind up.
Sidebar question though. Like it's not even an
Yeah.
important question. I just want to know your
Okay.
opinion.
hmm
Will these crown jewel belts be as ugly as the last ones?
They're not making a different one. They paid almost $1 million for that belt. It's the same belt, the
Oh,
same
okay.
exact belt. Yeah,
So
they're not
Cody's kind of
changing it.
defending his title in a sense.
Kinda, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and he's gonna lose.
Yes.
Yes, and Santos Escobar was briefly gone from WWE, and then they re-signed him for a lot more money in creative. So that was actually fun.
Right?
And apparently, the New Day also re-signed to
Oh, but
WWE.
oh, both of them? Because I just heard Woods. Okay, cool.
Because that's the funny part. Like they always said, it's the five. It's not the five of us. It's the three of us, and we're in this together.
Yeah.
Like we're in this together. Like we're brothers. Like this is us. Like we're not fucking this up. It's just us. The three of us together. We're in this.
Yes.
Like that. That's it. And every time they re-sign the contract, they all sign together. Like the only difference is this time is Kofi's old. Like Kofi's older, and I know you're like, well, that doesn't mean shit because AJ Styles is like a bazillion years old, whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
But like Kofi is gonna be the one who's gonna be gone first because he's too old. And I
Yep.
mean, he's gonna want to retire. He's gonna be like, yo, my body ain't holding up. Like I'm gonna just dip. So that's gonna be a thing. And then Big E was like, he was talking, and we don't know exactly how. Like he's saying, he's like, yeah, he's like, I may not be able to go back to the ring, and he's like, I think my career's over. And like when people say that, just because it's wrestling, I never go, oh yeah, like you're definitely going. It's like maybe he could come back. I'm
Yeah,
still
because
holding out hope.
they're saying the maybe. You have to give us like reassurance, either you're coming back or not.
No, he never
Yeah.
said maybe. He said it's over. But
Oh,
like,
he did say so? Okay.
yeah, he said it's pretty much over. And like when you say stuff like that in wrestling business, it's like I don't really trust that it's over because like we've seen people come back from the same thing that Big E's come back from. It just like they came back quicker.
Yep.
So I'm not just ruling out Big E never coming back because he's like, yeah, if my career is over, then like I had a one hell of a ride. I'm like, dog, like maybe you can heal up, maybe you can come back. Like I'm not ruling it out. Like I'm not giving you the I'm never coming back. I'm like I'm gonna hold out hope until you're just like until you do something to prove to me that you're never coming back.
Yeah.
Like once you prove like you do something strangely and it's like, oh yeah, Big E's never coming back. But until then, it's like, yeah, Big E could come back. Like he's gonna find a way. He's gonna come back.
I have no doubt he will come back eventually.
Yeah. Like he could come back and I'm okay with that. So yeah, that is the news and stuff. And so we will have the podcast up Sunday afternoon. And I know you're like, well, why won't you be covering Bound for Glory? Bound for Glory is going to be on Sunday night. And I know you're like, well, you could drop the pod after that. Yeah, but then right after that is King of Sports for New Japan. And then right after that, 5 minutes later, is Monday Night Raw. So there would be no time to do anything. So we're just after Collision, we're just gonna do SmackDown, Crown Jewel, Collision, and drop that. Everything else is gonna get pushed to the next pod
Yeah.
because you can't just go, oh, I'm gonna cover this, but then you're missing this, and then also missing this. So you're already into the next week. So just we're cutting it off after Collision. We're dropping a pod. That's it. We will cover Bound for Glory and King of Pro Wrestling and Raw and everything else on the next Friday show. You're going to get all of that. But we're not going to do it this weekend.
That'll be a fucking long show.
It would just, the bad part, like, we would just wind up getting right back into, it would not end. Like, we would literally be from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday until next Friday. We
Yeah.
will, so there would be no point. So we're gonna cut it off at a point, and we'll cover everything else in the next
Yeah.
one. So any last words?
I actually do.
Okay.
I read a report. Apparently, Raven in the first stages of Parkinson's. So prayers for Raven.
Yep. Prayers for Raven.